Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. And so I want to give you a piece of advice for anyone who's thinking about becoming a nomad. You're not a nomad yet. Maybe you have a delay or you don't know when you're going to become one. This is my advice to you on how to get started right where you are. And I hope it applies and understand that all of our circumstances are so different that I can't give you details on what you need to do. You need to figure that out with your own life. And as I go along, you'll see what I mean by the circumstances of your life determine the actual decisions you make. This is an outline of how your life can be better, even if you never become a nomad. So let's talk about that now. People ask me all the time, how should I get started? What should I be doing now? I may not be able to go for a year or two. I got to sell the house. I have a loved one I'm caring for. I have to raise my kids, and there's a delay. And I understand that. That's exactly what happened to me. My son, I had to, I had my youngest son. I had to wait like 3 or 4 years before he turned 18 and I could leave. So I understand that idea. So wherever you are, whatever you're looking forward to, however long you're looking forward to, here's some things you should be doing right now. First, you should stop buying anything. Don't buy anything unless it's absolutely essential to your life at that moment. And you should take all the money that you would have spent and put it in the bank, because above everything else, you have to have an emergency fund. As a nomad living in my vehicle, then you should have $3,000. That's kind of the absolute bare minimum. But every financial advisor would tell you it's far better to have 6 months. So assuming you're living on 1,000, then you should have $6,000 in savings. So first thing you do right now is you stop buying anything and you put every penny, work extra shifts, work extra hours, put every penny in the bank, and have a whole year's. Have it your goal before you're on the road. You have a year's income in the bank. That's your goal. And how you're going to next step you're going to accomplish that is you're going to start selling today when you're not in a hurry. Maybe you are in a hurry. Maybe you just got your eviction notice, so you don't have any time. But as much as you can today, sell everything you can. Again, into the emergency fund. As soon as you can, as it's practical in your circumstances, and only you know that. I can't tell you what that would be. I don't know your circumstances. Uh, Start looking to sell your house. Now, if you got kids, that wouldn't make sense, would it? So that's what I mean by your circumstances. So if you got 3 kids, you're probably not going to break your lease. You're probably not going to be looking to sell your house. Although it might be practical to sell your house and move into something cheaper with rent. There are a lot of places where it's not possible. You're paying less owning a house than you would be renting. It's your circumstances. I don't know your circumstances. Whatever would allow you to live the cheapest and to save the most money, that's what you pursue. Shrink your life, because it's all got to fit into a car, a van, an RV. So all your life has to shrink. That's why you're not buying. That's why you're selling. You're taking everything else to the dump. You're adopting an attitude of frugality, of frugality, of love, of simplicity. But in another way, now you want to enlarge your life. You want to open your life and your heart to nature. So your life is actually very small. Your life is 4 walls of a home. It's 4 walls of a car. It's a 4 walls of an workplace. That's actually a very, look where I am. You want to take your life now, you're shrinking the artificial elements of your life down to as small as you can. Now you want to explode the natural parts of your life as big as you can. How are you going to do that? Go to the park and have a picnic. No more complicated than that. Instead of going out for lunch or going out for pizza or for lunch, make a little picnic, go to the park and watch the squirrels. Your life got bigger, more simple, cheaper, and bigger. You're shrinking and growing at the same time.
Love that.
And then next weekend, instead of spending your whole time, if you can move into an apartment, say for example, you've got a big house you don't need, your kids are gone, and that's who a lot of you are, your kids are gone, sell your house, get into a small apartment. Uh, Now you don't have to do the maintenance every summer, every weekend, right? Now you got your weekends back. Go camping. Go camping in the national forest near you, wherever it is. Go to the local state park, find someplace, go camping. Again, you in one way, the artificial elements of your life, you shrink them as small as you can, And the natural elements of your life, you explode them to be bigger and bigger. So you go to the national park, you buy a tent at Walmart, you go to the national park and you set up a tent. And you are, you're tent camping. And that's great. That's what being a nomad is. It's just we have rolling steel tents instead of a tent on the ground. And so uh, I think you will find that your life will get, even as you're shrinking it and making it extremely frugal and simple, it's bigger and therefore happier you've ever been. You're not inside four walls. You're not inside of the four walls of your bathroom, of your living room, of your bedroom, of your car, of your cubicle at work. Go to the park, and then your next 2 weeks vacation. Don't fly to Maui. Maui's a nice place. I'm not nothing against Maui. Take a month's road trip. Take a month's road trip near you in your state. Most of us live in one place all our lives and never see it. I bet there's so many beautiful places near you, you'd be stunned if you went out and looked around. And if not, there are beautiful places everywhere in this country. So take a road trip. So uh, that's my advice for wherever you are. And what's going to happen if after a while you think, uh, I don't want to be a nomad, your life's going to be so much better. You'll have 3, 6 months, a year's in the bank. Wouldn't that be sweet? Wouldn't that be sweet to have an emergency fund, really big emergency fund? Your life will have gotten bigger. You'll be out packing. You'll be out saving money. You'll be outside. You'll be connecting to nature. You'll be making new friends. You go to the park. You go to the park on a regular basis. You'll make a lot of new friends there and people that you will get close to. I can almost guarantee it. You go camping, you'll make friends you've never made before. You take 2 weeks on a road trip, I can promise you, you'll make more friends than you've ever had before, and they'll be deeper friendships. So your life will be better no matter what happens. Your life will be better. So, folks, I hope you've heard and seen my heart that this is a good life, and you can have your highest quality of life right now, whatever your circumstances. And so I hope you'll at least consider it. So I'd really love to hear from you. What would you think about following my advice? Stop buying stuff, sell stuff, get rid of stuff, and have 3 months of an emergency fund. So would that make you feel better? Would you be happier? 6 months, or imagine having a year in the bank. So I'd love to hear from you. Is that practical? Do you think you can do that? I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Well, if you got anything out of this video, I hope you will like it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later.